Alright then, welcome everyone to Formula V, Division 3, Round 6 here at Austria. At the Red Bull Ring, let's see who can tame this track with 10 turns. A little bit more tricky section in Sector 2, and 3 DRS zones. Yeah, let's see who can stand supreme in Division 3, so far at least. And yeah, friendly reminder, it's player cars, so yeah, no teams is allowed, or well, you can't choose teams. It's player cars that the driver has designed themselves. Alright, let's get it then. Just gonna check. Yep, good. So some drivers are going out on mediums, some not. Oh, yellow flags. Who's that? Lepo. Dom has spun out in turn spun out in turn 3. He's waiting for cars to pass so he doesn't block them. Alright, so Gleaming Giant is on mediums. Jetpack is on mediums. Tomo is on mediums. And Ryan is also on mediums. How to navigate when all the drivers when they don't have teams. Oof, Callum is gonna start his hot lap right now. Crosses the line. Into turn 1. This can be a tricky braking zone. Takes it perfectly though, no invalidation. Up into turn 3, as there's a little turn in this long straight. Yep, into turn 3 now. Brakes perfectly. Up on the curb. A little bit, not too much, so don't lose too much time. Into turn 4. With the onboard camera. Now the rundown 2. Turn, 5 and 6 soon. This is the tricky section that I talked about earlier, with track limits and all. Very strict with track limits. In the section right here. Now into turn 9. And then into the final corner at turn 10. And then a dash to the line. Activates the DRS and has ERS to use. And 104.302 has Callum YT set up. The fastest lap time so far. Ooh, that's Crack in turn 1. He has crashed in turn 1. EFG Crack has crashed in turn 1. Not looking good for Greg so far, and he's going to start this race last in P17. I'm pretty sure. As now he has disappeared from the map. Oh, Jetpack Bar has also crashed out in the last turn. He went to the throttle a little bit too hard, and he has just flown into the wall. And he is the second one to retire from this qualifying session so far. Wow, big crash as we saw Jetpack crash on broadcast right here. Yeah, sorry fam. My throat isn't too good, but I'll try my best. Alright, Sandstorm has also put up a lap time, 105.781, although he is in traffic, and is probably getting affected by that. Oh, Rick, uninvalidated. Okay. Ryan on mediums, let's see what he can do. Into turn 4. Oh, Final Flame has got a fastest lap time so far. 104.257. Right around 500ths quicker than Callum YT. Now Ryan up on the curb. Beautiful on the track limits, but I don't know if his fuel is going to stretch out for this long. 0.7, it should be enough for the rundown to the checkered flag. Now activates the DRS. And boom, 104.749. And just Tomo, also on mediums, 104.412. And is currently in 3rd place. Oh, a Sandstorm has spun, I meant. In, what's that? Turn 6. He has spun in turn 6 on the exit, I think. He might have taken a little bit of grass on the exit and just spun into the barrier. He's the third man to retire from the session so far. Oh yeah, it's short qualifying, I'm pretty sure. Only one session that's 18 minutes long. As Final Flame has had another fastest lap time, 104.190. Oh, as Verick has pulled off on his lap. Let's see Ram then. Oh yeah, he's not on a lap. Henan, not on a lap. Cooper not on a lap. Ooh, very close there. Between Final Flame and Leyland. Ryan is boxing. Yep, a lot of drivers are going to finish their whole lap soon and go back to the pits to possibly get up some fuel and regroup for their next run. In this Austrian qualifying session at the hills in Styria. Ram with the run down to turn 4 as Gleaming Giant has released him. Turn 4. Oof, beautiful on the curb. Does not take any outside curb. Now into turn 5 and 6. This is where Sandstorm spun. Takes that one good. He has a purple sector 2 so far. Fastest in sector 2 is FRT Ram. Now into turn 9. Oof, beautiful. Up on the curb into turn 10. Beautiful. Once again, oh! But he takes too much curb on the exit. And that is his lap time invalidated. It would have been the fastest lap time of the session so far. But unfortunately for Rom, it is invalidated. Now let's see Buffrino Phil then. Into the last turn. Is up on the curb a little bit. No, he does not. Thought he did. And down to the line, 104.419. 7 thousandths behind. Just Tomo. Is Buffrino Phil. Was it right there? No, he rolled it. Alright. Gleaming Giant. Into turn 4. Currently P10. Has not set a lap time so far. Yeah, let's see Lepo done first. As Henon has retired from the session. I do not know. Oh yeah, he retired in the pit, I think. As Leopardam crosses the line P6. Gleaming Giant as invalidated. Q-Pass also. Alright. Good so far. Although 3 people have DNF'd from the session. As we see, Just Thomas start his lap, although he invalidates in turn 1. Leopardon 3 champs behind. His fastest lap time, and he invalidates in turn 5, which is a little bit odd, in my opinion, but yeah. That's just how it is. Outlap. As Cooper does a late dive into the pits to possibly change tires and load up some fuel. Oh, Final Flame is back on track. Now let's see with the broadcast camera into turn 3, that is. Now the run down to turn 4 activates the ERS and has ERS to use. He's soon going to come into the tricky section of the circuit between turn 5 and turn 10. Into turn 5. Oof. Takes it perfectly on the inside curb, no invalidation so far. He has a purple sector 2, he's fastest in sector 2. Ooh, takes a beautiful amount of curb. Now into turn 9, I meant. Perfect, and turn 10. Yeah, but as a Final Flame has spun in the last turn. He went on the throttle too early, and that is exactly. You can literally see the tire, Jetpack's tire. He has spun in turn 10 And that's it, his qualifying session over. So far, not good for Final Flame. He was pushing too hard. And that is him out of this qualifying session. Ooh, and Josh Tomo breaks his front wing. Everyone trying to enter the pits. Not good for Final Flame. Now, Rick. Yeah, his fuel is not going to hold. Oh, Cooper has... No, he's just parked it. Oh, yeah. He was releasing the car behind. My bad, sorry. That was unexpected from Final Flame as he spun in the last turn. In turn 10 on the exit, went a little bit too hard on the throttle and just flew into the barrier. Exact same place where Jetpack bar spun. Let's see now if his fuel can hold all the way to the end of the lap. It seems like it does. 0.1 left in the tank. He activates DRS. Ooh, oh, he goes quickest. 103.486. I doubted that his lap time was going to be good due to his low fuel. But he just got it over the line. 103.486. That is faster than Final Flame. Now let's see how much it was. 7/10 between Rick and Final Flame. Rom might also be in a quick lap here. Fastest in Sector 2. He was that last time, but he invalidated in the last turn. Now into turn 9, that is. Oof, up on the curb. Ooh, beautiful. Thought I was going to be track limits, but it wasn't. Oh, he got off with track limits, and that might be Rom. He goes P2 so far. That was a little bit... He got lucky there with track limits as Leopardam is releasing cars behind. Very lucky there by Rom with track limits in the last turn. As there's a lot of traffic here in turn 3. As all of the drivers are going to try and complete a lap before the end of the session. The track is going to grip up even more now with, I can't say how many, 5 minutes left. The track is going to be the most grippiest in qualifying in right around 1 minute remaining. So you want to get a lap time in right there. Cooper, I do not think he's on a push lap. So far at least. Ram is not. Okay, Itame is going to cross the line. Yes, not set up a lap time so far. Up on the curb. Activates the DRS now. The long run down to turn 3. Some drivers are struggling in turn 1 to get the car on track limits. Now in turn 3. Yep, took minimal amount of curb on the outside, which is good. Because then you can gain time. Now into turn 4. Takes a little bit of the inside curb, a lot of the outside curb. That might have slowed down his lap a little bit. He does not have much fuel left in the tank though. Let's see if he can do like Rick did and get possible pole position. As I said, the yellow flags of the drivers releasing other cars behind him, which is good to see. Although Itame may have some dirt here. Oof. Itame, beautiful in the last turn. He crosses line P7, 104.487. Ah, shit, my Wi-Fi. Alright, Cooper on his hell lap. Still hasn't set a lap time yet. Lepodome into turn 10. Still hasn't set a lap time yet. Now up on the curb, beautiful. No track limits for him, and 105.018 is the lap time for Lepodome so far. Let's see if Mr. Cooper can do something. British accent came through. Mr. Cooper in turn 3. Cuts it a lot. Now activates ERS. Or DRS I meant, sorry. Oh wait, Rick is on it. No, he's not. 16.315 for Mr. Cooper in Sector 1. Now into turn, what's that, 5 or 6? Yep, now gonna make the run down to turn 7. Beautiful. Turn 7 and 8. And down right there. Now turn 9. Be aware of the curb on the inside. Beautiful. Now turn 10. Yes, sir. Did it perfectly, although this is definitely not going to be the fastest lap time. It's a 106.156 by Mr. Cooper. Now Gleaming Giant is going to start his hot lap soon. Rick is 1,000 behind his fastest lap time in Sector 1. The margins in Formula 1 is just crazy. And it proves it right here in Formula V. We are set the fastest Sector 2 so far. Now into turn 9. Let's see if we can hold this lap and possibly get an even faster lap time than his previous. Into turn 10. Beautiful up on the curb. Activated. Oh, Bufferino Phil has crashed, I think. But Rick extends his pole position. 103.295 in the in the play car. As Bufferino Phil has crashed at the exit of turn 1. Do not know how that happened. We can't really get a good view of it. Beautiful lap by Rick. Gleaming Giant then. Can he put up a lap time? With only 10 seconds remaining before the checkered flag falls, Ryan has retired as well. Gleaming Giants goes P3, 104.025. In the play, guys, going up into P3. Now let's see if anyone can possibly threaten him. Oh, Josh Tomo has the fastest Sector 2. Let's see, into turn 9, if he can possibly get his lap time done. The checkered flag has fallen here in Austria for this qualifying session. Now into turn 10, Josh Tomo. Oh, he takes too much curb. He took too much curb. And that is Josh Tomo. Out. Oh yeah, he retired on purpose. It would have been P3, I think. Heartbreak for Josh Tomo in the last turn, as he took too much inside curb and, yeah, got his lap time invalidated for just that. Now Itame, let's see if he can put up a quicker lap time. Almost 2 times quicker, but he goes invalidation. He gets an invalidated lap time. Oh, Giant might still improve. Oh, he's gonna make the run down to turn 10. Now, then a dash to the line. He might get pole. Gleaming Giant goes up into P2. 103.811. Beautiful work by Gleaming Giant here at the end of the session, from going to not have a lap time to going up into P2. The last finisher in this exciting qualifying session for Formula V in the hills of Austria. Alright, so the pole sitter for this Austrian Grand Prix is Veric, P1, 103.295. Gleaming Giant, beautiful end of the session in P2. Ram in P3, Final Flame in P4, Ryan in P5, Callum and Tomo P6 and 7, Bufferino P8, Itame P9, Lepodome P10, Sandstorm P11, the hell, here's the name, Biskvik P12, Mr. Cooper P13, Leyland Dovon P14, Jetpack Bar P15, Grak P16, and Henon P17. That is the grid for your Formula V Division 3 Round 6 Austrian Grand Prix. Alright, so race strategies for this Division 3. It could be a 2-stop, and it could be a 1-stop, depending on what the drivers feel and what their preference is. A 1-stop would probably be medium and hard, although that is going to be the slowest. It does mean you only need to do 1 stop. The 2-stop would probably be soft, soft, and then medium, or soft, medium, medium, or medium, soft, soft, depending on what you feel. It could also be a soft, hard, soft. It all depends on your preference for this race, or what tire you feel like doing. Right, so as the drivers are doing their final preparations before this Division 3 Round 6 in Austria, let's check down. Yeah, let's get it. Turn 1 is going to be tricky for the drivers, as it's very narrow, to say the least, and a lot of incidents may occur. And turn 2 and 3, turn 3 in general, is an easy place for the drivers to spin if they go in the throttle too early. Oh no, don't say the session has glitched. Oh, it works. Alright, so let's get it then. Formation lap. The lap where the drivers are doing are warming up their tires. As we see Rick in the lead, releasing Gleaming Giant behind. Yep, so the top 6 is all on softs, then Josh Tomo P7 on mediums, and Bufferino Phil P8 on softs, Itame Lepodom on mediums, Sandstorm on softs. Yeah, I do not know how to pronounce his name. On mediums, Mr. Cooper on softs, Leyland on softs, Jetpack Bar on mediums, and Grack on mediums, and then also Henon on softs. So yeah, let's get it. As Rick is going to go around the final corners before his AI starts taking over. They need their tires to be up into an optimal temperature zone. As you can see, the predicted pit stop strategy by AWS, it's a 2-stop, as I predicted almost. So yeah, let's get it. They're going to want the tires to be up to temperature, because if you have cold tires, then turn 1 is going to be tricky due to on-distance and such. You're not going to have as much grip as you could possibly have. Final Flame was on pole position for a long time, until he pushed a little bit too hard and flew into the barrier at the end of turn 10. Same with Jetpack Bar, where he's in P15. Rick had a dominant qualifying session, stayed on pole for almost the entire one, and also extended his pole lap time, or shortened down. Right, the drivers now lining up on the grid, and soon the lights are going to start counting down, and then we're going to have racing once again in Division 3 Round 6. Now 5 red lights, and we are underway for this Austrian Grand Prix in Formula V, as there's a car stalling on the grid. Rick is going to have Giant on his inside in turn 1. He does not though. Ram has overtaken Final Flame, and that is someone round. Lepodom has spun in turn 1. Think it might have been boxed or something. Final Flame and Ram are gonna go side by side into turn 10. Biskvik has crashed in turn 2, I think that is. Yeah, Biskvik has crashed in turn 2. Ram's Final Flame stays ahead of Rick. Oh, Rick has lost a lot of positions, but he sends it on the inside in turn 4 and does not get the positions yet on Final Flame. Final Flame is still in P3. Gleaming Giant has taken the lead with Ram in P2. I think Rick might have done some mistake or have been forced wide by Gleaming Giant, as they were very close in the first couple of corners. Josh Tomo is also going to chase down. No, buffering of filament is going to chase down. Josh Tomo into turn 9, he does not send it. Although that was a golden opportunity to send it. He says, oh, Ryan has gone wide in turn 10. Now, remember, DRS isn't activated until lap 3, unless a safety car occurs. Oh, Phil has a little bit of a moment. In turn 10, as that is Leopardum overtaking Henon in the pits. Oh, not in the pits, but yeah. Oh, and that is, who's that? It's Jetpack Bar overtaking Leyland. Before turn 3. Oh, although Leyland gets back on him on the inside in turn 3, and Leyland is still in P12. Oh, and Callum might send it soon on Ryan. He tries it on around the outside, but Ryan has the better line. Although into turn 6, he might send it on the inside. He does just that, but Ryan has the better line once again, and he's probably not going to give him the position. Not yet, at least. Callum and Ryan are going side by side so far. Now into turn 9. Let's see who can come out on top before the end of this lap. Just Tomo can't do anything about it, as Mr. Cooper has spun in turn 8, that is. And Ryan is still behind. No, Callum is still behind Ryan. At the end of this lap, do not know how Cooper spun. And GRS hasn't been enabled now. This is going to help Callum as he gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As Cooper has spun once again. And who was that? Oh, Gleaming and Rom are going side by side into turn 3. Gleaming forces Rom a little bit wide. But I do not know if that affected his pace too much. As Callum has got past Ryan. But Ryan is going to have DRS and possibly get back on Callum. What is this camera angle? Into turn 4. Ryan and Callum. Ryan almost forces Callum a little bit wide. And Josh Tomo has got this opportunity. He gets a little bit of a better line, although he has mediums. Callum has softs. Callum has lost 2 positions on this lap. Lap 3. As Jetpack Bar has spun in turn 8. He has spun in turn 8. And Callum is losing a lot of positions. He might have front wing damage or something, as Itame is gaining a lot on him. Verrick gets the fastest lap. He's back into P1. Itame is going to send it on Callum, and Garak is also going to take the opportunity to take it on Callum, and Callum has just lost a lot of positions after it was looking so good. Rick! Oh, Rom has gone wide! Sorry for not capturing it up here. They're almost going to go 3 wide. Let's look at with the onboard of Final Flame. We know Rick into turn 4. Gets ahead, but Rom and Final Flame are going to go side by side. Final Flame almost forces Rom a little bit wide. They make a little bit of contact. Now into turn 5, that is. Final Flame is going to get the switchback. Now into turn 6 and 7. Final Flame is still ahead of Rom, but not by much, as the 2 drivers are fighting a lot. As Ryan has crashed! On the exit of turn 8. Ryan has crashed, and that is a safety car. Full course safety car has been called out by race director. Let's see with the onboard of Leopardon what has happened. Yep, I think it went onto the gravel, and yeah, that's his tire. His suspension gone, and he cannot continue this race, as a lot of drivers are boxing now to take this opportunity to box onto brand new slick brand new soft tires for Josh Tomo. Callum is changing his front wing now, finally. I was wondering why he lost all those places. Callum, is going to lose some positions. Jetpack Bar is gaining a lot on this, though. He might actually get... but he's up into P9. Sandstorm has also boxed. As Ryan leaves the session, Leopardon is also changing his front wing and putting on a brand new set of hards. Cooper is also boxing. Hendon in the white Red Bull is up into P12, gaining positions when everyone is boxing, or when a lot of drivers are boxing during the safety car. Whew, that was an exciting 4 laps before the full course safety car came out. Now the assignment for Rick is to catch up to the safety car, and then every driver are going to have to queue up behind him. And then soon enough the race is going to get restarted. as Grak. Oh, Itame is boxing. Itame and Gleaming Giant are boxing onto brand new mediums. They're taking this free pit stop as an opportunity. Oh, what a double stack! What a double stack by... I didn't know you could double stack actually. Wow. As Itame is losing places now. Beautiful double stack though. Rick still in the lead. Yeah, let's see position change. Oh, Grak has been definitely the biggest gain. As he has gained 12 positions up into P4. Started P16 after retiring. After retiring in the qualifying. Whereas Gleeman and Josh Tomo seems like they are swapping positions or something. I'm not sure. Whereas Layla is boxing, diving into the pits, and boxing to I'm thinking, yeah, brand new mediums as he activates the pit limiter very early. Perfect. Now into the pits, changing onto brand new softs. Oh, okay. Yeah, all the drives haven't queued up yet. Cooper is still a long way behind. 55 seconds almost between Cooper and Layla. As Cooper, I think... What is he doing? Oh! Cooper's... what? Alright, Cooper's spinning. I do not know why. But he's spinning. Oh! Cooper has spun once again. His rear tires are way too hot. Let's see what he's going to do now. He might get lapped during the safety car. Would not be good. A good sight for John Cooper. Or Mr. Cooper. As Josh Tomo and Gleeman are doing something, I don't know. I do not know if the board is glitched or something. Alright. Cooper is now a minute behind with burning rear tires. Yeah, but he's gaining a lot. And hopefully the safety car can come in next lap. Because they're just waiting for Cooper to catch up to this train, and then race control can... Yep, safety car has not been called in yet. As they're just waiting for Cooper to catch up, as Dom has done something during the safety car. There's now down into P14. Oh, he might have collided with Josh Tomo, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. As the safety car is going to be called in this lap, race control has decided to pull the trigger. And now Rick is going to dictate the pace for this Austrian Grand Prix restart. He can pull away whenever he wants. When he has crossed turn 10, the last corner, then he can dictate the pace and then pull off whenever he wants. He might want to get his tires up to the maximum amount of temperature. Try to juke anyone into the pits. Now, Rick has not pulled away yet. Now he's gonna pull away. He activates the DRS. Gleaming Giant and Greg. Oh, Final Flame and Rom are probably gonna go side by side into turn 1. They do not. Callum is gaining on. Oh, really goes very wide in turn 1 and he's losing positions. He has give back the position to Itame. And Greg has also lost positions during the safety car restart. Now into turn 3. Final Flame and Rom are going side by side. Itame, Callum goes back on Itame. He gets it on Itame. Rom is losing positions, a lot of positions. Jetpack bars come out of nowhere and possibly might go up into P3, although he's still behind. No, P4 I meant. Sorry. He's still behind Rom though. And into turn... Hold up, I'm gonna get my jock mode. Into turn 7, that is. He is not ahead. Grak has just got past Itame in turn 7, I think. Now, Callum into turn 9. On Sandstorm, let's see. No, on Itame. Sorry, a little bit lost. And Callum might get a move down on Itame, but Itame comes back on Callum. Let's get the broadcast camera now. Into turn 1. It's going to be who has the better... able to break later, but Callum pulls out as Gleaming Giant has overtaken Final Flame on the straight. DRS is going to be activated next lap. For the ones who are wondering, next lap DRS is going to be activated for the drivers to use. As Henon is getting past Lapodom behind, and Bufferino Phil. He's got past. Jetpack by into turn 4. He's not going to send it, although he's very close to Rom ahead. Grak was also very close right there. As Dom is... yeah, he's not going to send her on Phil. That would not be a good move. Oh. Rick has extended his gap a little bit. Oh, that is Jetpack Bar. Jetpack Bar and Grak has collided, I think. Yep. Oh, and Grak is causing mayhem when he's rejoining the track, and he's got a 5-second penalty for collision with Sandstorm Place. That is not good as the virtual safety cars out. Final Flame has dived into the pits. Not changing his front wing, but changing to a brand new set of tyres. Wow, what happened there? I do not see what happened. Jetpack Bar and Grak, I think, collided. As I think they were pretty close between each other. Sorry if I was stuttering back there. It's hard when I need to talk at such speeds. As we are back racing again. Sorry if I was a little bit away. Itame 5 attempts behind Rom, although... Oh, who's that? It's Cooper. Cooper has spun once again in turn 7. On the exit of turn 7, and his rear tyres are very hot once again. Hopefully he doesn't ruin it for anyone when rejoining the track. Itame is trying to catch up on Rom. He does have DRS now with this long straight into turn 3, as Cooper is now just ahead of Sandstorm Place. Itame has gained a lot on... Oh, who's that? Cooper has spun when trying to enter the pits. And Itame is going to get the move on Rom into turn 4. Cooper has retired from the session manually. Do not know why. Itame is going to get it into turn 6. He might... No, he does not send it. He's still ahead. And he has got up into podium places, although he has a penalty. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-second one. I see a beautiful camera angle in turn 7. Or 8, I meant, sorry. As Callum has now caught up to this little train that has been formed after Itame. As... Ooh! Who's that? Henon has spun. Henon has spun in turn 9. I think it took a little bit too much inside curb. And oh, Lepodom has crashed out. Black Pajamas crashed out in the turn. Oh, in the last turn, actually. In the last turn, yeah. No? I'm unsure, man. Hard to catch up. As Josh Thomas got past Itame, and Ramos also got past Itame on this long straight. Tommy's gonna send it. I'm pretty sure on the inside of Rom for the podium places. They are wheel banging a lot. Almost pushing each other off the track. Oh, and Rom almost gets his front wing broken by Josh Tomo when trying to regain the position as the Dom is out. Now in turn 8. Very tricky corner for the drivers. As Rick has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, as Gleaming Giant has got ahead. Up into P1. Rom in P5, trying to chase after Itame. As Josh Tomo gets the fastest lap, 106.081. Fastest lap so fast. Final Flame has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. He's into P9. And he also gets the fastest lap, 106.052. As Ram is gaining a lot into turn 3, is he going to send it on the inside of Itame? Yes, he is. Ram is on softs, Itame is on mediums, and Ram gets ahead. Callum might also come out of nowhere, but here comes Callum in the player car, the beautiful player car, into turn 4. He might send it on Ram, as Greg has a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. They do not recreate Hamilton Albon 2019, 2020, and Callum YT is ahead. Oh, but Ram is not giving up the position that easy. Into turn 6, he does not give it up. Into turn 7 and 8, he's still ahead. What a send by Ram. And into turn 9, Callum might want to turn it around the outside once again as Crack has spun in turn 3. I think he might have went on the front a little bit too early and spun his car around. Callum is getting DRS now. This is a ding-dong battle for 4th place. So far as the virtual safety goes out. Beautiful timing for Callum as Leyland has retired from the session. Beautiful timing for Callum as he just got ahead. No, oh, they're changing it to a big safety car. Full course safety goes out. Beautiful timing for Callum as he just got ahead before the safety car was called out. Beautiful for Callum. And Rom is furious in his cockpit, I'm pretty sure. Our Sandstorm is boxing. Yep, into the pits. Changing to brand new mediums. Same with Grack. Changing on to brand new hards. And Jetpack Bar is also changing on to brand new mediums. As Henan comes out just ahead of Jetpack Bar, as Grack is also going to change his front wing after his accident in turn 3. Alright, and now the safety car, as Gleaming Giant is going to pull the trigger to come into the pits. Josh Thomas got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Verrick is also into the pits with Josh Thomas. A lot of drivers are boxing. Callum is not boxing. He's going to take the lead of this Grand Prix so far, as Rick is in the pits, boxing into brand new mediums. Ooh, what a voice crack. Brand new mediums. Gleaming Giant comes out just behind. No, just ahead of Rick. Sorry. And Josh Tomo tight behind. Run P6, Buffrino P7, and Final Flame P8. Alright. Callum did not go into the pits during the safety car so far at least. And is currently up into P1. And Itame close behind in P2. Both are on old mediums. But they have a Gleaming Giant behind on brand new mediums, who's going to be pushing like a maniac on this restart. 20 laps remaining of this Austrian Grand Prix for Formula V Division 3. Oh, that's a big moment from Itame occurred right there. In turn 4. No, yeah, turn 4. Grack is the only one on softs. He's going to also be very quick on this restart. We know that he can be quick around here. Whereas a lot of things happening behind the safety car. Yep, as Rom is giving back the position to Josh Tomo. But alright. What the heck is happening? As Lepodamas left the session, Callum YT is diving into the pits. Now he's pulling the trigger to come into the pits. I do not think that is a wise choice by Callum. No, Itame. Yeah, sorry. I am stupid. Yep, Itame has pulled into the pits. Do not think that is a clever choice by Itame. But let's see. I'm not God. I do not know how to predict special things. As Itame comes out in P9. Although he's on softs, same with Grak. Those two are going to be very quick on this restart. As Bufferinaville is just simply staying in 4th gear. Callum still in the lead, although he's on 11 laps old, medium tyres. Yep, as we're just waiting for the safety car to come in. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, Callum has showed a great pace so far on the mediums, but he's going to have a quick gleaming giant behind. Who's going to definitely want to get back P1. And Rick also is behind. If they two collide, if Callum and Gleaming Giant collide, then Rick is going to be the man to overtake those two. And he also has Josh Tomo behind, as race control is deciding that the safety car is going to come in this lap. Now, as usual, Callum is going to determine the pace on this restart. So yeah, let's see what he's going to do, what tricks he has up his sleeve. And if he can hopefully, for him at least, get up and stay in P1. Get a good restart and just stay in P1. As when he crosses the line, the green flag is going to come out. And we can all go racing once again. As you probably know, you can't overtake during yellow flags, as that is going to count as an illegal overtake, and you are going to get a penalty. Alright, yeah, when does Callum decide to pull away? Now he pulls away. He activates the DRS. Gleaming Giant is close behind though. He did not get the perfect restart on Gleaming Giant. Callum and Gleaming Giant. Gleaming Giant does not set it into turn 1, but Callum has a little bit worse exit in turn 1. Grak has got past Jack Papa. Oh, and that is Final Flame spinning it in turn 1. He has spun on the exit of turn 1, and Gleaming Giant is up ahead. And they're going to go 3 wide almost. No, Rick gets up, and Gleaming Giant is also there. They're going side by side, but Rick gets ahead into turn 4, although we are not into turn 4 right now. Gleaming Giant is still behind. Oh, they're going to recreate Hamilton Albon 2020. No, they do not. Rick is still ahead. And Tomo has got past Callum. I think at least so far. Now into turn 6. It's all gonna be determined here. Josh Tomo leaves perfect amount of room for Callum on the inside to possibly get it back. Oh, but there came Rom. Rom came out of nowhere and just converted on Callum. He sent it in turn 7 and got it as Bufferino Phil is past Itame. Oh, they collide, and Tom has just absolutely sent it into the pits. Rom and Callum collide a little bit, and I'm pretty sure, yep, Callum has lost a piece of his front wing once again as Rick has the fastest lap, 105.811. Bufferino Phil gets past, and he releases Itame as well. Grack has also gained a lot on this restart, although he has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He gets past Callum, who rammed into the back of Rom. Gleaming Giant is 7 tenths behind, or 8 tenths, as Bufferino, Phil and Itame are going side by side once again into turn 4. They're going to make the wind into turn 4 at least. 16 laps remaining. DRS is going to be activated next lap. Bufferino Phil is going to send it on the inside of Itame. Ooh, Itame on soft has more grip than Bufferino on mediums, although Bufferino maybe does not need to make another pit stop. As, yeah, Callum is just holding up the grid due to his front wing. He cannot go as fast. And Hennon has got past. Crucial to get past people with front wing damage so you don't get up. Because you don't get held up for too long, as Rick has another fastest lap, 105.543. He's dominating so far in the mediums. As, yep, race control has activated DRS now. Grack is going to have it on Bufferino Phil, but more importantly, Bufferino Phil is going to have it on Itame, and Itame has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Bufferino Phil has DRS into turn 3. Bufferino gets ahead, but remember, there's another DRS zone right after turn 3, and Itame is the one who's going to have DRS and on softs and uses ERS. This is perfect for Itame. Into turn 4, he's going to get the outside line, although Bufferino Phil keeps on the inside. Itame almost gets past. Let's check now. Ooh, very close to each other's side pods. And Itame is going to send it on the inside. And he has got past Bufferino Phil so far, at least. Into turn 7. Yep. Bufferino is still... Oh, yeah, Itame completed the overtake on Bufferino. Grack has also caught up to this little train with Hennon tightly behind Bufferino Phil. He might do some tricks on Bufferino and Itame to possibly get up into P4. As Bufferino into turn 1 is not going to send it yet. Grack has also caught up now, fully. Yeah, Bufferino activates DRS, but Hennon also has DRS. Hennon is probably going to send it on Bufferino Phil. Into turn 3. Oh, Bufferino's going to send it on Itame, but Hennon goes past. Hennon goes past both drivers. He has a little bit of moment though on the exit, as Itame has also got a little bit wide. In turn 3, Bufferino into turn 4 has got past Hennon. Hennon does not have DRS, but Hennon might get the outside line. Can he complete? Can he stay in P4? He does not stay so far, at least. What a move by Hennon! He just sent it on both drivers on the inside. Although he lost one position to Bufferino Phil and is now P5. He got the overtake on Itame. Into turn 10. Let's see how this shapes up once again. The one without DRS is going to be the most vulnerable here. Into turn 1. Hennon is going to send it. Ooh, I thought he was going to send it. He did not. Oh, a little bit of a moment on the exit as Callum Whitey has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Hennon is going to get the arrest on Bufferino Phil. As Sandstorm has retired from the session, he has crashed out in turn... Oh, he's crashed on the straight. He has crashed on the straight, I think. Or maybe he just retired in the pits. I'm not sure. As Itame... Oh, Itame has spun in turn 3. What is he doing? The virtual safety car's out as Itame has spun in turn 3. Going backwards. Lost his whole front wing. And race control decides to put out the virtual safety car. It does not mean that the drivers have to queue up, but they have to follow a certain delta that has been showed up on the steering wheel. Alright, VSC. Race control is going to decide when VSC is ending, and then we can go green once again. The OS is also going to be enabled straight off the bat. Yeah, if Sandstorm would have crashed on the straight, then yeah. Who does he have ahead? Is that Jetpack Bar? Oh, Itame 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit. Alright, so I'm hoping the virtual safety car is going to come in soon and we can get back to racing. As Callum has retired from the session, he has crashed in turn 10. Callum has crashed in turn 10 and they bring out the full safety car now. I think just when it was about to end, Callum crashed and now race control has decided to get out the full safety car instead of just virtual. Oh, and it's a May spins on the exit of the pit and he has lost his front ring. He's going to have to box once again, I'm pretty sure. Yep, you can see the safety car coming up behind. You can see it in his mirrors, I think. No, not yet. As the Rick is pulling the trigger, coming into the pits with Gleaming Giant as well. It's a massive 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Now everyone in boxing, I think. Yep, onto brand new soft to stretch it to the end. 11 laps remaining. Gleaming Giant does not come out ahead of Verick, but he does come out ahead of Henon. As Henon, yep, he hasn't dived into the pit. Now he has dived into his box, changing to brand new softs. Greg has been held up. What? Right. Greg was held up a long time. For a long time. Yes, come out into the pit, changing to brand new softs. Alright, so 9 runners left in this chaotic Austrian Grand Prix so far. As Itame retires in the pit. 8 runners now. With 11 laps remaining. Alright, so I'm hoping they call in the safety car soon. And we can get back to racing. Now we've only 8 runners left. As Jetpack Bar is in the lead, with Rick behind. Yeah, Jetpack Bar is not boxed during the safety car. Alright, everyone has got up to the safety car now. So I'm hoping they bring it in at the end of this lap so we can get back to green flags and racing once again. Jetpack Bar is on old mediums. I do not think he's going to survive long in the first place, at least. On these old mediums with a very quick Rick behind on brand new softs. Although this could favour Gleaming Giant a little bit. Yep, confirmation that the safety car is going to come in this lap. If Jetpack Bar holds up Rick a little bit, then Gleaming Giant could possibly get a double overtake and up into the lead of this race. Yep, as I'm pretty sure this is the last stop for all of the drivers. At least planned pit stop for most of the drivers. As I have a lot of weaving as Jetpack Bar is going to dictate the pace on this restart. And now it's not put away yet. Now the Jetpack Bar pulls away and Rick already has a better exit into turn 1. I'm pretty sure Rick is going to send it. Although Gleaming Giant might have a better line into turn 1. Jetpack Bar has been sent wide. Rick has got past. Henon has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Jetpack Bar is going to lose the position to Gleaming Giant into turn 3, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he's going to outbrake him. Henon almost got it. Now Rom got it on jetpack bar as... Ooh, who's that? Who's that? Grak has gone wide, I think. In turn 3. Grak and Bufferino Phil are going side by side into turn 4. Grak is going to have it on the inside. Bufferino Phil still on the outside though. He can do something about it. Rom has got past jetpack bar. No, not fully though. Into turn 6, that is now turn 7. Rom has got past. Grak is not going to send it. Oh, Grak has a massive moment. Oh, that's Rom. Oh, what the Rom, and yeah, that's Grak out. Grak is out. Rom spun in turn 7 or 8. I'm not sure. And Grak just rammed into him. Not good. As Rick has the fastest lap 105.337. Hennon is going to send it on jetpack bar. Jetpack bar is struggling on those mediums. And he gets past. Oh, jetpack bar has a massive moment. And Hennon also has a massive moment. He goes wide. And that is perfect for Bufferino Phil, who's getting the position of on both of them. Although jetpack bar is still on his outside. But Bufferino Phil completes the move up into P3 on the podium places so far. Only 7 runners left in this Austrian Grand Prix in Division 3 for Formula V. Hennon is not going to send it in turn 6 on jetpack bar nor in turn 7. He needs to get past quickly though if he wants to get a possible podium place on Bufferino Phil, as that is Rom who has crashed out in turn what's that, 5? Oh, turn 6. He went wide. Oh, Hennon is using everything he can to get past jetpack bar. Has been held up massively as DRS has now been enabled. This is certainly going to help Hennon to get ahead of jetpack bar. Yes, he is now going to get ahead of jetpack bar. Is going to cruise past with the DRS. Now he's going to have to make the run chase down on a Bufferino Phil. Seven laps remaining. Let's check penalties. Alright, so Rick and Gleaming Giant, both P1 and 2, have 3-second time penalties. Bufferino Phil does not have one. Hennon has 6 seconds of time penalty, and Thom has 6 seconds of time penalty. As Rick now has 6 seconds of time penalty. Just as we were talking about penalties, he has got another 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. As that's jetpack bar spinning in turn 7. Turn 7 has been tricky for the drivers today. So yeah, 6 laps remaining. Let's see if we can pull away and possibly get this race win. Yep, as Hennon has gained a lot on Bufferino Phil. He is going to get DRS if it all ends like this. Into the DRS detection zone for the start-finish straight. He gets DRS. But he gets a little bit wide in turn 10, and that might restrict him from being able to send it in turn 1. Although he is definitely going to have DRS. Yep, he is on Bufferino Phil in turn... between turn 1 and 3, the very long straight. Hennon does not send it so far at least, but now he has the last DRS zone of this lap. But Hennon has a massive moment out of turn 3, and that restricts him definitely from getting a move on Bufferino Phil. And yep, that is Hennon almost without DRS on Bufferino Phil. If this would be a detection zone, he would just barely get DRS, as we get a beautiful helicopter camera angle on Hennon as he goes through sector 2 and 3. into turn 9. He's pushing like an absolute bull behind Bufferino Phil, like a raging bull. He's gaining on Bufferino Phil, you can't deny that fact, although he has made some small mistakes here and there. Now, he gets a DRS once again, on this long straight between turn 1 and 3. It's not send it in turn 3 as expected, he was way too far behind. Now, he always gets a little bit of moment out of turn 3, do you notice that? Always a little bit of moment, although it wasn't as big this time as it was the previous time, as Grach has left the session, understandably. As Tomo has got ahead, although he has a broken front wing, that is not going to help his performance. One of his flaps has gone off on the front wing, which is reducing his downforce by a lot. Henon has only 28% ERS. Bufferino has only 16%. This is a big advantage for Henon on the start-finish straight. Only 2 laps remaining so far. Only 2 laps remaining for the drivers. If Henon can do something, he needs to do it quick and almost now. On Bufferino Phil, he needs Bufferino Phil to do some kind of a mistake. Bufferino Phil is under 10% on ERS. Henon is gaining and gaining and gaining into turn 3. He does not send it yet. Although this second straight after turn 3 does not get as big of a moment out of turn 3 as he has got previously. He's not going to send it though. As Tomo retires from the session in the pit lane. 5 runners remaining. And 3 laps remaining. What the hell? The fuck? Alright. Henon has another... No, he has just got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as he was pushing a little bit too hard on the Bufferino Phil. What the hell was it? Wasn't it? I'm not sure. 3 attempts now between Henon and Bufferino Phil. He has DRS. Henon has DRS. Although Bufferino Phil does not have a penalty. Henon has 6 seconds of time penalties, I'm pretty sure. Yep. 9 seconds even. Damn. That means that Henon is probably not going to be able to get ahead after the end of this race. Although he sends it on the inside of Bufferino Phil. He goes a little bit wide. Bufferino Phil is going to get to move back. He also has DRS on this back straight. And Bufferino Phil stays in P3. With a raging Henon behind. Onto this curvy section, it's hard to overtake right here. As Gleaming Giant has another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, if it went on like this, Bufferino Phil will win due to penalties. If it went on just like this, Bufferino Phil would win due to penalties from the leaders and such. Well, let's focus on that at the last lap of the race. As Henon is gaining on Bufferino Phil. This is exactly what Rick wants. He wants Bufferino Phil to get a little bit of traffic or something to possibly hold him up a little bit more. Into turn 3, Henon is ahead. Although Bufferino Phil is going to have a better exit into turn 4. They're going to make the run down. He gets the DRS. Bufferino has DRS. Into turn 4, he's going to send it on the inside and gets ahead in turn 4. Henon cannot do anything about that. He may try a little bit of a switchback though. Into turn 5 and 6. Yep, he does not do that. Bufferino Phil still ahead. Ooh. But Henon is... Oh, he gets much more grip than Bufferino Phil, and he's going to set it on the inside in turn 7. And he has got past Bufferino Phil in turn 7. Although, into turn 9 now. Bufferino Phil is just going to try and hold it for these last final of laps. Last lap has started now for the drivers. Bufferino Phil is currently P4, but he could, let's see, with leader. No, he would not win the race if it were end like just like this. He would be P2, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. Bufferino Phil is losing time now. He maybe got front wing damage. That would be I'm just changing accents all the time. The hell. Yep, Bufferino Phil is gonna try and chase down Henan into turn 4. He does not get it. And I'm pretty sure Henan can just cruise this home and get it. And if he can just cruise this home, he would get P4. Comfortable P4. Yep. Into turn 7. Ooh, gets up a little bit on the curb. Now, turn 8 and 9. He has completed turn 8 and 9. Into turn 9 now. Sorry, had a little bit of a mistake. Verick wins this Austrian Grand Prix. Takes the checkered flag in P1. Gleaming in P2. Henan in P3. Bufferino Phil is going to cross the line. Goes up into P2 due to other getting penalties and such. And that is it. Your standings. Verick wins. He wins it. He has won. Wow. Beautiful drive by Rick. As he also got the fastest lap. I'm pretty sure I can check it. Yep, he got the fastest lap as well. Rick, dominant performance by Verick. Bufferino Phil in P2 got promoted due to other getting penalties, and such gleaming giant claims the last podium spot with Henan close behind, or not really close behind him, P4. Then Jetpack Bar is going to be the last one to cross the line, and then we can soon say goodbye for this Division 3 Round 6 Austrian Grand Prix as Jetpack Bar crosses the line. Maybe got the fastest lap, I'm not sure. May have snatched it from Rick. I'm not 100% sure though, as Henan is the driver of the day. As Rick is your race winner here in Division 3 Round 6 at Austria, the Red Bull Ring. What a race it was. A lot of DNFs and safety cars, only 5 people completed. It was good racing though. Very nice to watch this race and a pleasure to commentate. Yep. Jetpack Bug got the fastest lap. He snatched it from Rick at the end of the race. So, great driven by the drivers today. Really blessed to have had a had an opportunity to commentate this race. And I'm hoping we can see you in the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Stay safe. Remember to hydrate a lot. And yeah, wishing you all the best.